there is a chance for you to vote on a license plate, on a new license plate, and we need to find out what the reaction is so far. Jackie, what are they saying?
Hey Lou, I am back in the Varied Industries building on this 6th day of the Great Iowa State Fair because there's something I wanted to double check on, or at least check back with, because the very first day of the fair there was a huge buzz over by this booth. Of course, we're over by the Iowa DOT, as you're able to see around us, and there was a big unveiling courtesy of our governor, Kim Reynolds, unveiling the 3 options we have of our brand new driver's license plate on our vehicles, and we're asking for your input. We want to know what you guys think. We want you to vote on your favorite. So we have Andrea here from the Iowa DOT. Thank you for joining us this morning.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Okay, so the very first day of the Great Iowa State Fair, these 3 plates were revealed. And can you kind of take us through the 3 options and talk a little bit about how this came to be and how we have an option of what our new plate on our vehicles will look like?
Sure. So the first one here we call the Great Wide Open, and it really represents Iowa's wide open spaces and our natural beauty. The second one is Flying Our Colors, which is a homage to our state flag. And then the bottom one is the City and Country Reboot, which is really kind of just a refresh of the plate that we currently have, showing both the city and the country scene. And then we have the nice grass that talks about the natural beauty also of Iowa.
So why are we looking at 3 new options? Is the new plate not good enough anymore? Or are people just saying we want something new? Where did this all stem from?
Well, it's really been a long time since we have revamped the plate. We've had this current plate since 1998. So several months ago, when Governor Branstad was still in office, he kind of approached the DOT and said, hey, it would be nice to refresh the plate and really give a new face on it for the state of Iowa. So we've been working on that, and Governor Reynolds has also been supportive of that effort.
Has it been a team effort, or how did these designs come to be to come down to these 3 options?
So our internal designers at the DOT have been working on this, like I said, for several months now, and we've worked with several state agencies to gather input, several groups around the DOT, as well as the governor's office and her staff to gather input on which ones we should narrow it down to.
So what's the reaction been? Because I know when you first revealed them right here at the Great Iowa State Fair with our governor, huge reaction. Everyone was posting about it on social media. What's the reaction been here at the Great Iowa State Fair?
Here at the State Fair, it's been pretty positive. We've had kind of mixed reactions throughout different types of media, but for the most part, people really like them. There's been several people who have had a tough time choosing which one they want to vote for.
Okay, so let's talk about the voting, because you're asking for the public's opinion on which one should officially be our new license plate. And is it going to be based off of what the public votes on, or is there going to be some other input from the governor's office or the Iowa DOT, or how does that eventually going to work?
We plan right now that whatever wins the poll, unless they're really neck and neck, is going to be the new Iowa license plate.
Okay, so let's make sure everyone out there that's watching us or hearing about this they're taking the poll. And how does that work?
They can come out here to the booth, of course, and vote in person, or also through the Iowa DOT social media channels. There's also a link you can get to it as well. Several of the news stations have published that, and I'm sure that
we have to. Yes,
we will publish that as well.
Yep. I think if you Google iowadot.gov and look for new license plates, you're going to be able to find out that polling. But the really easy way to do is just head over to this booth, and you guys have it pretty simple for everyone to just kind of walk up and do the polling right here.
Absolutely. We've had several lines throughout all the different days of the fair. In fact, this weekend we were stretched way out into the aisle here, and people are really excited to be able to voice their opinion.
All right. Are you able to reveal on the 6th day of the Great Iowa State Fair which one is kind of inching out at front at this point?
Yes, we are. The City and Country Reboot is actually our winner right now. It's got 40% of the votes, and we have received 235,000 votes already, and it's just the start of the 6th day of the fair. So I did the math a little bit on that, and that's averaging about 2,000 votes an hour. So obviously people are very excited and very passionate about their ability to express their opinion on this.
All right, so just to show you again, this third one down here is getting the most votes, folks. So if that's the one you're in favor of, then we're going in the right direction. But if you enjoyed either of the other 2, make sure your voice is heard and you get that voting in. Now, how long do we have? I know you're out here the entire Great Iowa State Fair, but how long online can people go and put their voices on which plate they like?
Polling will actually close at the end of the fair. So at 9 p.m. on August 20th, that poll will close.
Okay, so only a few days left. I thought it went longer. So This is serious, folks. We need to get your opinion in on which one of those plates. Now, let's talk about how do we get these plates once it's finally decided. excited. Can we get them right away? Is it going to take some time? How does that all work?
Really what we're doing is part of the normal replacement cycle. So your plates in Iowa last for about 10 years. And then when you're at the end of your 10-year replacement cycle, you will get the new license plate design. However, if you're excited about the new design and want it sooner, you can go to your county treasurer's office, and just for an extra $5, you can get the new plate design.
Oh, perfect. Now, let's say I know there's some specialty plates out there. We have a lot of Hawkeye fans, Cyclone fans out there that have their special plates. Are those still viable, or do they need to go with one of these new ones?
All of the specialty plates will remain as they are.
Okay. There you go, folks. I thought you had longer, so I'm glad we're talking about this today. At the end of the Iowa State Fair, that's all you have to get your voice known on which one of these 3 plates is your favorite. So come on out to the Great Iowa State Fair. Visit the Iowa DOT. They'd love to answer your questions and obviously hear your opinion so we know what the new plate is going to be. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Jackie Schmeln reporting live at the Great Iowa State Fair. Where are we going to be next? Stay tuned to find out. We'll be right back.